So today I'm going to the cinema. So it's been so long, but I'm really excited. So I'm going to see a remake, and it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with it. So can you guess what film I'm seeing?
And it's like too much fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Simon Doyle.
So the film was a really good one, and hopefully in the near future I'll give you a quick review. Hey! So I'm just tucking into some KFC. Hey lovelies, so I went to see Westside Story yesterday, and I thought I'd give you a quick review and let you know some of my thoughts. So hopefully there won't be any spoilers, but I'll just give you a bit of an overview and just that it was amazing. So Westside Story is of course a very famous theatre musical play, and it's based in the 1950s in New York, so 1957, and it's a story of two groups, the Puerto Ricans and the Irish. So the Jets and the Sharks, and their rivalry and gang hostilities towards each other. So the two protagonists are Maria and Tony/Anton, and their love story, and it has a bit of a Romeo and Juliet-esque feel about it. Overall, I thought the film was amazing, and it was directed by Steven Spielberg. So he is of course renowned for making brilliant films, and this is yet another one. So I thought in terms of the directing of this film, it was just superb. I loved all the effects and angles, and you really do take note of that as you watch it. And although I usually love films for the acting, so I do feel I love this film also based on how it was directed and the film angles and everything. So there's two halves to the film, and it runs for a pretty long time, but I didn't really mind that because I do love my musicals. So I think the singing was, oh my gosh, amazing. The singing numbers were spot on, and I really do think that they just nailed, and all the songs were just done mwah. So I'm just running through all the things in my mind because there's just so much to say, so I hope I'm getting everything in there. So the acting was very passionate. I think everybody who had a role in the film did their job and fulfilled their role and really made their character come to life. I particularly liked characters I didn't think which I would. So I really liked Chino. So in the original, Chino is a kind of undeveloped character and just features. But in this version, he really does have a brilliant role and a lot of development in his character. So Chino is Maria's prospect kind of boyfriend, and he is a chaperone and that type of thing. And his role is just brilliant. I think he really does develop throughout the film and really make a stand. And I don't want to give spoilers, but he really does come through in some senses and really have a standout role. And I do love Maria and Tony, but I have to say I think I prefer the original. With their characters, I think they did do a good job. But I don't know, but I just felt that, but I do prefer the original two leads. But that's just based on my preference. I do think Maria though was brilliant for her role. And I love that she spoke a lot of Spanish, and she kind of looked how I thought Maria would look, but a newer kind of version of the take of what Maria would be. The Spanish, so there was a lot more Spanish language spoken in the film, and I really did love that. So they also introduced a new character, Valentina. And I really think she was a good new character, and she spoke Spanish because she was Puerto Rican. So if you know the original Doc, she was his wife in this version, and she sung the song Somewhere. And I have to say, I really did enjoy that song in this movie. They of course had the I Want to Be in America and those songs, and I think the costumes were really bright and colourful and just as I expected. And they also changed the setting of some of where the original film scenes were, so that was good too. I've got to say, I just really did think it was really viewable and really took you on a journey and away to a different place. So if you like being, you know, taken away to a different time and, you know, getting involved in a different storyline and really having a bit of escapism, I think that movie did do that. But at the same sense, it also was really relevant to now and had a bit of reality in it, because there were lots of relevant themes in the film which really do relate to today. And so I think that was good too, that they had a mixture and a balance of both. I think I need a sip of water. I'm rattling on so much. So there was also a bit more backstory to Maria and her brother, and that was very interesting. So throughout the first half you got a bit more context to their backgrounds, and they also got a surname which they didn't have in the original. I think the dance numbers were well choreographed, and there was a lot of a theatrical angle to the film, so it was sometimes as if, so it was acted as if it was on stage at some points, which I thought was really good and gave a good translation to how it would be on stage, but at the same time doing more because it is a film version. So there was a few things in the film which I think could have been improved, but that's just based on my opinion, and that was the order of the songs. So some of the songs were in their original order, but some songs such as I Feel Pretty, I really do think should have been in the first half of the movie. Before it gets more dramatic and more violent, because that was a bit juxta for me. But obviously Steven Spielberg knew what he was doing, so he put it in the second half. But I think if you watch the movie, I hope I'm not spoiling too much, after the balcony scene with Maria and Tony / Anton, I think it should have been just after that. Personally, I think it would have flowed better. If you do watch the film, let me know what you think about the song order, and if you think what I say you kind of lean towards. So yeah, I think the brother, Bernardo, also did a good job. He was Maria's brother, and he plays a really good role as brother and like a father figure to Maria. So I think he was a really pinnacle character, and although you might not think, it was a bit of a glue to the story, and it really did show how, you know, he had a lot of character traits and qualities which are admirable. And I think his girlfriend too, she can dance amazing, so / wife. And I think she was a superb actress and girlfriend to Bernardo. And I really did like her role and development throughout the film too. So I think this is the end of my review. I hope it wasn't too long and you enjoyed it. And I definitely would recommend you seeing Westside Story at some point. Hopefully this won't be remade anytime soon, and it will just stay as is for a long time. So I think they did this movie just right and did it justice for what it is. So yes, definitely recommend, do go and see, and thank you for listening to my review.